Hello everybody and welcome back to Project Rewind, a recreation of the first season of my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate CPU tournament series that I held on my Instagram. So, as you guys know from the seventh episode, I'm back. I'm doing this again. There was a big gap in between episodes 6 and 7 because of college, which I had to devote all of my attention to. I'm also working on a lot of other different projects, which, for those of you, who follow me and know me, I have a lot going on. But enough about me. Let's talk about Smash Bros, because that's what we're here for, to reminisce on the past. So, as you can see, we have a Squad Strike themed tournament set up here for you. And the last episode, in episode 7, was also Squad Strike themed. So, we have 2 Squad Strike themed tournaments back to back, but this one has a little bit of a twist. So unlike the 7th episode, where there was one participant that chose 3 different characters, we now have a team of 3 participants. So this is a team-focused thing, not just in characters, but also participants. So for example, you see a Cloud, Joker, and Captain Falcon on the red team. Those aren't just one person that picked all those characters. One person picked Cloud, one person picked Joker, and one person picked Captain Falcon. This isn't a single person style run tournament, nor is it a team 2v2 tournament. Count on 3 participants on each team. So this was definitely a fun one to do, and I can't wait to reminisce on it. However, I will say that this tournament won't be replicated to its exact accurate representation, because I do remember certain stages. Like, I remember certain matches were fought on certain stages, so I'm trying to pick those stages. But unfortunately, if I were to interrupt this match because of how this whole thing works, I'd have to start all over again. So you're going to see some stages that you're going to be, if you remember, you're going to be like, hey, this match wasn't fought on that stage. Yeah, that's true. But unfortunately, I'm not able to choose them because I've just chosen all random stages, and I can't exactly choose my stages, or else, because you shuffle through 3 different stages, and I wouldn't want to repeat another stage again, at least in one match, but you know what I mean. So that's a given, though. It's not going to be replicated to its exact accurate representation. That's a given with Project Rewind. That's its whole thing. But I really tried with this one, but unfortunately it's not going to be that accurate. But it will still end with the team that won the original tournament winning this Project Rewind version. So I'll get into the rules of the tournament in our first match, which is between these 2 teams. And with the little information at the bottom of the screen with a 250 HP, you can probably already tell where this is going. But there are 3 modes of Squad Strike in this game. And in the last one, you saw a tag team variant where a group of 3 different characters, or 5, but we only chose 3, shuffle out in a certain order and fight until the last team standing wins. There's also a best of 3 sort of thing where, let's say, Cloud and Link fight against each other and then Cloud wins, but then it would be Joker versus Snake, and Joker won, and so that means red team would win and Captain Falcon and Rob wouldn't even get to fight. But we're doing a different one, which is called Elimination. So I'll get into that in our first match. So let's hop right into it, everybody. I'm really excited to go back on this tournament. So we have a suitable volume here. As you can see, on the red team, we have a Cloud, Joker, and Captain Falcon. The Cloud was chosen by Nathan Doffing, the Joker was chosen by Ian Solomon, and the Captain Falcon was chosen by Caden Howard. And we have a Link, Snake, and Rob on the blue team. The Link was chosen by Austin Doffing, Snake was chosen by Brady Solomon, and Rob was chosen by Chance Rogers. So let's get into the first fight of this tournament, everybody, and I'll explain what is all going on here this time. So as you can see, everybody, we are going into our first round, and as you can see, it is a stamina-themed tournament. There are no stocks. Each character only gets 1 stock and 250 HP. So I wanted to do another stamina-themed tournament, and I decided to fit it into this one. We have Captain Falcon on the red team starting off, and then we have Snake on the blue team starting off. So, as you can see, they only have 1 stock, and HP is being dwindled down ever so slowly. But how this works, with the elimination style of Squad Strike, we're going to go into, let's say one of these characters dies, they're going to shuffle into their next one, but it will be in an entirely separate match. It's not going to be on this one singular stage. Man, Captain Falcon is saucing right now. We're going to go to a completely different stage in the next match with new conditions and whatnot. So it's definitely going to be a little bit of a change, and HP actually carries over into the next match. Snake getting his final smash, gonna do some hefty damage on Captain Falcon right there. So let's say Captain Falcon wins, right? Which might entirely be possible after this final smash. Let's say he wins, right? And as you can see, knockback is definitely reduced because of stamina mode. That's just how it works. Well, actually, I guess I'll just explain what I was going to say. After this match is over, I'll explain what happens. So, both characters at 48 percentage. Snake just sending out all the explosive projectiles he has at his disposal just to dwindle down Captain Falcon's HP. Running low for a little bit. Captain Falcon going to do some rapid jabs. Oh, shoot! Snake countering that with the up air. Placing the C4. That's going to blow him up. Snake taking the first game. So, this is how this works. So, Snake won. As you can see, he won that match. Now, he gets to fight Cloud. It's just like how all the different characters get to shuffle out like normal, but Snake is still alive. I mean that's pretty obvious. But you'll see that Snake ended that last match with like 24 HP. He's actually going to recover some. He's going to recover 20 HP. He's not going to recover all of his health, so that's just going to give him a little bit of leeway to do some damage on Cloud before eventually Snake has to go out to Link. No, I do not want to skip this battle. So now we're going into round 2, where Cloud has to fight Snake. And Snake, as you can see, has only 44 HP, and Cloud is at 250. So it carries over slightly. So this match is going to be over pretty fast. And basically, it's just the last team standing wins. So we've already seen Caden Howard's Captain Falcon getting eliminated. And Nathan Dobbins Cloud coming out, going to get rid of Brady Solomon Snake and moving on into the next participant. So that's how this whole thing works. That's how elimination in tag team works. So you just shuffle out, but the next character that comes out, it's not in one singular match. You're going to be going to multiple different stages throughout the elimination squad strike variant of this, with all new conditions and whatnot, with certain characters recovering their HP, some of them not. Just having full health from the start. So that's how this whole thing works. So now that we've established how the crew battle tournament works, and I call it the crew battle because it is quite literally not only a crew of characters, but also a crew of participants. You have 3 participants on each team with 3 different characters. And you won't see any repeating characters this time. Now that everybody is on a team with one having a choice of one character, you're going to see no repeating characters. You're all going to see different sorts of matchups and whatnot. It's going to be pretty fun. So Cloud and Link going at it. Link setting him off the stage, but of course with stamina mode, knockback is not really going to play that big of a role in this tournament. Final smashes won't even send that far. It's all a matter of damage. And speaking of final smashes, Cloud obtaining his, going to miss it though. Austin Doffing's Link's staying in at a hefty percent. Nathan Doffing's Cloud having the limit, trying to find an opportunity to use it, but Link just toying with him on the side of the stage. Oh man, very close. Man, the boomerang, that is definitely going to end it right there. Link still having 153 HP, but is going to recover some as well, so that's definitely going to give him a good lead in this next match with Joker against Link. Joker being chosen by Ian Solomon. And then the Link onto Austin Doffing, of course. So Blue Team definitely has quite the advantage here. Joker being the sparse CPU he is, though. Or not sparse, just Sparky, that's the word I was looking for. He's definitely a formidable force. So Link definitely has to be on his toes for a little bit. But I believe that Link has the chance to, if Chance Rogers Rob has to come out, Link's definitely going to give him a little bit of a chance, a fighting chance, if you will. But Link kind of really knocking it out of the park right now. going to get into the orange areas of HP because it's not going to look good for his health here pretty soon. Joker finding all the opportunities to just land his combos, and that gun is definitely a good pressure tool to rack up some good damage from a far distance. Joker getting his final smash though. Oh man, Link trying to get away! Then just the tip of his foot is going to connect. I don't know how strong this final smash is in HP. That might have killed. Yep, that definitely killed him. Okay. Well, Joker going to recover some HP, and now we're going to move on into Game 5 with the last two characters remaining. Ian Solomon's Joker and Chance Rogers' Rob. So these matches are going to last a little bit longer. These videos are also going to be a little bit longer. I wonder if I should split them up in some way. Maybe that would reduce the file size. I don't know. It's only going to be 4 I mean, this is obviously 5 different matches, but we're going to see all the different teams in this tournament, hopefully just in one video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it might be like 40 or so minutes. I don't know. Hopefully my phone has enough space to withstand that. It's always an issue because I'm recording with my phone. I don't really have any other recording. I don't really have any recording equipment to do. So I'm working with what I got here, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. But anyway, we can see Rob racking up the percent. Nice clean up smash. That is definitely going to put Joker in a very tight spot, living at just 1. I think it's safe to say that the winner of this match might go to blue team, but Joker trying to be very careful about how he places out his attacks, trying to play on the offensive but also on the defensive. The perfect shield is definitely going to help, but just the small little laser from Rob's final smash is going to seal the deal. So I'm calling these teams by alphabets, like alphabetical order. So I'm calling red team Team A, and the blue team, Team B. So Team B is going to be moving on into the next match where we find another group of 3 different people. So let's see how the next match goes, everybody, now that we finally got started in this. Really excited to reminisce on this tournament. Starting off on the second match of the tournament, everybody, we meet up with 2 new groups of participants. And starting off on the red team, we have a Pikachu who was chosen by Annette Burnson, and a Peach who was chosen by Bella Solomon. The other characters on red team consist of a Kirby and a Pac-Man. The Kirby was chosen by Brennan Heckle, and the Pac-Man was chosen by Robin Heimerman, which is funny, because Pac-Man is one of the characters that actually won Robin her tournament victory in the last Squad Strike tournament in the tag team. So definitely sees potential through Pac-Man. But then the other characters on the blue team, we have a Corrin and an Ike. The Corrin was chosen by Avery Stoll, and the Ike was chosen by, of course, none other than Emma Zolgman. If anybody else chooses Ike, and it's not Emma Zolgman, then who the heck could it be? It's kind of a staple here on the Smash CPU Tournament series where Emma chooses that character. Unfortunately, Ike does not win a tournament throughout the entire series, or at least the first season. If there is going to be a second season, I am holding out all hope for Ike to finally take that sweet victory that he deserves. We like Ike. Hashtag it. Peach obtaining the final smash. That's definitely going to be very useful, especially in a stamina-themed tournament where she can just recover all of her health with all the peaches right there. Pikachu definitely in a bad spot right now, but going to use his final smash to rack up some damage. Gonna slightly even out the game here. Pikachu's definitely a force to be reckoned with when it comes to CPUs. Definitely very quick on his feet and whatnot. He's shown some promising results in some tournaments, but not all of them. So we'll just see how the tournament goes. Looking like they're at a pretty even HP right now. Pikachu trying to take the lead, but Pikachu just constantly using her side B to rack up the damage. This definitely does a lot of damage in knockback. However, the knockback, of course, doesn't really play that much of a role here. Pikachu is using all of the attacks he has at his disposal, not hesitating to just bust out a quick air attack. Man, he's really good. Oh, he almost tried to use a grab combo right there. Just keeps pummeling and pummeling. Gonna use the back throw. Peach going to suffer. Getting knocked down to 0 HP. Pikachu barely living at 44. Going to recover some of that health. But now Corrin's going to come in. And that's definitely going to change the game. Because Corrin has a lot of really good attacks at his disposal. So Corrin, I mean, he's shown some promising results as a CPU, but not all the time. If Pikachu wants to help out his team, he's going to have to rack up some damage to give Kirby, I think, is the next one up, to give them a bigger lead than they have already. Corrin trying to see through his attacks, make sure he doesn't have much of a chance, or that Kirby doesn't have much of a chance when he comes to fight him. Going to parry the forward smash. Pikachu definitely seeming like he's very pressured at the moment. Knocking Corrin down below 200, though. That is definitely going to be good for Red Team. Pikachu inevitably going to be knocked down, though. Looks like it's time for Kirby to come out. Brandon heckles Kirby. Let's see what he can do. Now, I doubt this moment will get replicated. Well, actually, I won't talk about it right now because it's in a future match. So, never mind that. I think Kirby is actually a really good choice for this, because with Kirby's air attacks, but also really good tilt attacks, I just feel like because of all the combos that he has, he was impervious to that. I didn't know he didn't even take damage, I don't think, from that counter. Was it just because he was in? I know you can still take damage when you're using the stone ability, but I didn't know you'd be impervious to counters. I'm gonna have to do some more experimenting with that, because as you guys know, I am a Kirby man at heart. That is freaking weird. What? Okay. Anyway, back to the match. Kirby's a really good character for stamina mode, because his combos can connect rather easily. However, Corrin's neutral B can also connect pretty easily if characters like that just fall into it. Ooh, using the hammer to its full potential. Corrin trying to find the opportunity to use his final smash, but Kirby just keeps going at it. Kirby going to obtain his final smash too. Neck and neck. Oh, Kirby misses it. Corrin escapes swiftly with his own special. I don't know why he's trying to run away right now. He has the final smash. He should be the one that's taking the advantage state more than anybody. Not finding an opportunity to use it, though. Definitely not looking good at that percentage. The slam dunk. Kirby's fourth, though. Going to recover some health for the next match, which could be the final one, depending on how Ike does for Blue Team. But let's see how it goes. Brandon heckles Kirby. Emma Zolgman's Ike. Here we go. So in the original tournament, we do see some matches not go to a game 5. Like, most of the time, it never ends in 3 games, because that would mean that the first character on the team actually 3-stocks everybody. I don't think we ever saw that, and quite frankly, I'd be damn surprised if we ever saw that, because that's impressive, especially with the whole stamina rule set. As you can see, Kirby, really good candidate for this type of tournament style. We're hearing the Rathalos theme from Monster Hunter on this stage. It's really funny. It's so fucking funny. Man, Kirby going hard right now. Ike just struggling to find an opportunity to just land a hit. My God, did you see that? It's just this air combos just swiftly connect to each other. It's insane. He keeps trying to use that up smash. I mean, it's kind of working. I mean, especially if it keeps at the bottom. It's definitely going to rack up some damage here pretty quick. But Kirby staying on the offensive. Oh, that counter is definitely going to do a lot of damage. Trying to find the... I don't know if he's going to plan to use that final smash at all or not, but if he keeps using the side Bs, I guess it kind of confused him. But Kirby going to finally get KO'd. Going on into our Game 5 now with Robin Harriman's Pac-Man. And Emma Zogelman's Ike. These videos are going to be super long. I really hope I can fit them into one. Ike already getting knocked down to the HP that he had in the match that he just survived in. Pac-Man seemed just racking it up, using all of his crazy projectile usage. Yeah, that particular projectile right there is probably good for stamina mode. I don't know, but Pac-Man definitely looking like he has a big advantage right here. Going to find the grab. Keeps pummeling. Ike at a 7 HP. It's not looking good for blue team. Pac-Man using the down air. The quick stomps definitely going to knock out his remaining health. And now Team C is going to be moving on in bracket. Team D, unfortunately, not going to move on. But it was a valiant effort. So let's move on to the right side of the bracket. Yeah, we're already on there. Not a lot of like whole, if you count up the matches in whole instead of like not like the individual ones that happen, this tournament's pretty short. But anyway, on to the next one, folks. Moving on to the third match of the tournament, everybody, we meet up with two new teams with a whole bunch of new participants. Starting off the red team, we have a Banjo and Kazooie, which is, I think this is the first tournament we've ever seen a Banjo and Kazooie in. I mean, Banjo and Kazooie as a character where it was out way before the CPU tournament series ever started. But this is their first appearance in the series. Steve, obviously, we see multiple times throughout the series because obviously Minecraft, very popular video game character, very popular video game. I mean, and a very iconic video game character, even though it's just an avatar. Oh man, Steve pressuring Banjo at the ledge right now, hardly giving him a chance to breathe. The hazard's going to come down though. I guess stage hazards are on for this tournament. I can't remember what exactly led me to make that choice. But anyway, here we are. I mean, I still had the rule set from the first time where we ever used it. Oh, back throw, really close to the edge right now. These CPUs just so dangerously fighting on the walk-off stages like that. Banjo not really being wise with how he uses his grenades. Wait, holy shit, that might kill. Using the final smash, that might kill him. Yeah, I was gonna say knockback doesn't really play that big of a factor, but he was right on the edge of the stage right there. Alright, looks like Bowser is going to come. I haven't even talked about who the other participants were. Okay, so Banjo and Kazooie, starting off for the red team, Team E, I should say, was chosen by Kobe Billups. And then we have a Mario and an Olimar, as you saw after them. And the Mario was chosen by me. And the Olimar was chosen by Dakota Beck. It's a pretty good team right there, I'd say. And then we also have a Steve right there, and I completely forgot to mention, the Steve was chosen by Dalen Kingsley, a whole new participant to the CPU tournament series. This was his first tournament that he decided to take part in, and he chose none other than Steve, so it was good to have him. Anyway, now we have a Bowser leading off the rest of the blue team, and the Bowser was chosen by Zach Wisdom. You know how Zach loves his heavies. He almost won a tournament with Bowser in that last episode, for those of you guys who remember. Banjo not really, I mean, trying to use the Wonder Wings to rack up some damage so that Mario can have a pretty good advantage in the next match. He's doing pretty good, though, against Bowser. I mean, he is a pretty big target. However, the Nair from Bowser is definitely going to knock Banjo down, leading into the next one. And also, after Bowser, as we'll see, oh wait, this is an iconic matchup right here. We have Mario versus Bowser. I think this is the first time we ever seen something like this in a tournament. It's my Mario versus Zach Wisdom's Bowser. Let's go, baby. Another walk-off stage? Seriously? Like I said, the stages aren't accurate to how they were in the original. So I can't remember if we ever got this stage or not, but oh man, Mario's trying to really end it all right here. Fighting on the edge of the stage again, like normal. Level 9 CPUs never change! Oh Oh my gosh, this is so tense. I hate it when they fight on the very edge. It always makes me so tense. Bowser being knocked down to 53 HP though, and Mario's still having more than 100 more. Forward smash. It just keeps using the forward smashes. Going to throw him off. Man, he did something to him off stage. I couldn't even see what he did. But he definitely did it. Okay. Now this is a historical landmark right here for this tournament. We have a Sephiroth in our next match. This was the first tournament ever in which Sephiroth was actually chosen. I can't remember the release date. I can't remember when Sephiroth got released as a character. Okay, the last tournament with the Squad Strike one was, it was on December 26th, I believe. So Sephiroth was out by then, but I guess nobody chose him for the other one. So this is the first time Sephiroth is appearing in the tournament series, and you'll see in the future tournaments that he's a very popular character to pick. Pretty good CPU as well. One of the most iconic villains in gaming history. I think this tournament was sometime in January. So yeah, Sephiroth had almost been out for a month now. He got I remember I could play Sephiroth on the day that I got out of school, first semester, my senior year. So it was pretty exciting when he got into the game. And as you can see, the HP mode is Sephiroth kind of does good in the HP mode. Anyway, the Sephiroth was chosen by Iris Wood. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. I just thought I'd mention the historical landmark that, because obviously this is Project Rewind, we have to reminisce on the past tournaments and talk about what made these tournaments important, at least to some people. Not only the people that won them, but also what was going on with Smash Bros. At the time. And at the time when this tournament was out, and even the last tournament, I guess nobody picked him, Sephiroth was the latest DLC character to join the fight. Sephiroth, very fun. I enjoy playing him. Man, good final smash combo right there. Supernova coming in. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a kill right there. As you can see, Sephiroth put up quite a fight. Anyway, moving on into the last match now, we have Dakota Beck's Olimar versus Iris Wood's Sephiroth. On this stage too. So the good thing about Olimar in stamina mode is that some of Olimar's Pikmin can actually latch onto his opponents. I think the only one that can't latch on is the purple Pikmin that he has, because that just hits opponents and it doesn't do anything. The red one, blue one, yellow one, and white one all do different stuff. The white one is definitely the one you want to attach to your opponents because it does poison damage, the most damage over time, I believe. While the red one, blue one, and yellow one, they all have different attributes, all the different Pikmin, but when it comes to stamina mode, yeah, you'll see like that, you can latch onto his opponents, and they'll just chip away at the health. A very useful character in stamina mode, for sure. And Sephiroth already looking like he's at somewhat of a disadvantage, even though this was the first tournament that Sephiroth appeared in, we might not get to see him for very long. Olimar just throwing all the Pikmin that he has. Sephiroth at a 4. Wait, what did he hit him with? Oh, the white Pikmin. I didn't see it right there. Anyway, not going to see Sephiroth for much longer because Team E going to move on in bracket with me, Kobe Phillips, and Dakota Beck. It was a valiant effort that the other team put up, but unfortunately going to have to move on into the next match. And speaking of the next match, this is the last match that we'll see in this part of the episode, and is the last two teams that we have yet left to see. So, let's see what awaits us in the next match. Moving on into the fourth match of the tournament and the last match of round 1, everybody. We have a Simon, Yoshi, and Zelda on red team. The Simon being was chosen by Josh Bidwell. I can't remember if this is Josh's first time being in the CPU tournament series. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember, but I could be wrong in saying that this is his first time, but I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, excuse me. And also, I believe this is also Simon's first appearance in the CPU tournament series as well. I also could be wrong about that. I know we've seen Richter, but I can't remember if we've seen Simon yet. Regardless, we do see a lot of new characters and participants in this tournament for sure. But oh shit! I didn't even get time to explain who that was. But for those of you who have been through the CPU tournament series, you probably know who these guys are. But anyway, let me explain. So Zelda, as you can see, is the next participant after Simon, and Zelda was chosen by Neil Zogelman, and the Yoshi was chosen by Bryn Chamberlain. And on the blue team, we have the second half of Mafia City. If you remember from episode 7, the last episode, you saw the other half of Mafia City, the first half, which had the 3 youngest members of the group in Giovanni, Linguini, and Michello. So, for those of you who want the backstory and don't know who even Mafia City is, then what the hell are you even doing here? So basically the short version of it is that me and a group of my friends were acting like mafia men, Italian mob people one day, and we decided to make our own characters out of them. And what a better way to do it than to make ridiculous looking Miis on Smash Bros. And so we all made our own individual Miis. Giovanni was made by Dakota Beck, Linguini was made by Brady Solomon, and Michello was made by Austin Doffing. And that first one you just saw right there, the swordsman who didn't live for very long, was Angelo. And he was made by Kobe Billups, the guy who's playing banjo in this tournament. But now we're going to move on to the next match where Simon's still retaining a lot of his HP and is going to fight Bernoulli. And this Mii is my Mii. For some reason, the Mii Gunner CPU, or the Mii Gunner AI, and just Bernoulli in general, is really good. I can't explain to you why he's actually, like, really good. I mean, I think he just has, like, a lot of good, he has a good, selection of special moves. But also just the Mii Gunner AI just really utilizes every tool at their disposal. It's crazy. And Bernoulli just has a lot of projectiles at his disposal to camp his opponents out, but then a lot of kill power behind his normal attacks. Kind of just like Simon. A lot of projectiles to throw in his face that really, shows off his playstyle. But also a massive disjoint of a whip, just like the massive disjoint of the gun that Bernoulli has. But anyway, Simon's still trying to hang in there for Red Team, using the whip and all that he has. Bernoulli and Simon about to obtain their final smashes. Both could change the game at any moment. Simon just waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. I think he has a pretty good opportunity right here, leaving him wide open. Oh, Bernoulli going to obtain his final smash though too. Misses the opportunity, knowing Simon and his lack of a recovery, and Bernoulli's final smash, he might suffer greatly from this. If you can just hang, oh yeah, that is definitely going to be it for Simon. He tried to go down there and go for sauce. Anyway, Bernoulli going to retain some of his HP and even gain some of it back, but now is going to have to fight a formidable force in Zelda, Neil Zogelman Zelda, and obviously we know that Zelda is one of the best CPUs in the game. It's just the AI, man. I don't know how to explain to you why she's so good. She just is. Zelda even won Neil a tournament. I believe it was the 5th tournament in the series, so that would be episode 5 of Project Rewind, for those of you who remember. The Stage Morph tournament, I believe it was, in a very dramatic finish, if I remember correctly. And that's exactly how it went in the original tournament, too. Anyway, Bernoulli not looking so good in HP, and the music playing in the background definitely exemplifies this immediate threat that he is under. Oh, Nehru's Love going to take the game. Bernoulli not going to see the rest, but Zelda needs to fucking watch out, because the last member that of Mafia City that we haven't seen yet is the leader of Mafia City, the Mii made by Chance Rogers DiGiorno. The fucking boss of Mafia City. He can definitely put up one hell of a fight. He has a lot of attacks that do lots of damage. However, this is a very awkward stage to be fighting on. It may or may not end well for DiGiorno, because he does... God damn it. I knew that was going to happen. DiGiorno, while he does have really good attacks behind him, his recovery is not the greatest. Oh no, that's about exactly what happened. I said DiGiorno would put up a hell of a fight. And it sucks, because we're not going to see him for the rest of Project Rewind now. DiGiorno made his final appearance in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate CPU Tournament Series in the finale of the series, which I'm obviously not going to cover because I have that entire video saved on my Instagram account, so Project Rewind will not cover the finale. I'll mention it a couple of times, but yeah, DiGiorno is not going to be seen for the rest of the tournament series, unfortunately. But we will see other members of Mafia City in other tournaments to come, don't worry. Mafia City never dies. But now let's move on to round 2 of the tournament, everybody, and meet up with other teams, probably in the second part of episode 8. But regardless, we'll see you there.